Now, in today's session, we're going to talk about some architectural considerations that you need to think about with Blazor. We're going to talk about how Blazor uses memory different from some of the other .NET application types. We're going to talk about how hub and spoke patterns really make Blazor applications come alive. Then we're going to talk about different levels of eventing so that you can have interactive Blazor applications. We're going to talk about how to test Blazor applications and then what it looks like to monitor Blazor applications and get some interesting telemetry from them. All right. Now, Blazor is just another .NET application type. So the good news is when you put together your DevOps environment for a Blazor application, you're going to be able to use a lot from other .NET application types. And if you come to any of our other DevOps webinars in the past, you'll probably see it's familiar. It's our clear measure DevOps architecture poster. And one thing that you can see is the Blazor icon. We've annotated on here where you have to do something special for Blazor. And then the other steps that are not annotated is literally there's no difference from any other .NET application when you set up your overall DevOps environment. I'm not going to go deep into this because this is not a DevOps webinar, but if you have any interest, just send me an email. We'd be happy to send you a high resolution copy of this DevOps architecture poster. It's meant to be printed at a print shop, 2 foot by 3 foot. This is the full poster. I was just showing you the top portion. So what you see on the screen now is the full poster. So if you're interested in that, but there's a few things you need to do differently. And I'll cover those. All right, let's talk about source control. Source control. I'm going to show you a little bit of Visual Studio solution organization a few slides from now, but I want to reinforce that a Blazor application is a .NET 6 application or .NET 5 or .NET Core 3.1. But if you're already on .NET Core 3.1, it's a very easy upgrade to .NET 6. So don't put it off, because if you're still using the .NET Core 3.1 version of Blazor, you're missing out on some big changes and some critical bug fixes. So you really want to get up to .NET 6 so that you can use that. And I want to stress that with your Blazor application, you want to have one Visual Studio solution in one Git repository. Now, if you have a system and you're decomposing into multiple different applications, that's great. Put each application in its own Git repository. A Git repository should have at most one versioned software application. Now, when I say a software application in the .NET world, it's synonymous with a Visual Studio solution in that we build, test, deploy, and operate everything as a whole, everything that's in the Git repository. And one application is very normal for one application to have multiple deployed processes. Heck, if you just have a website, a Blazor website, and then you have a SQL Server database, right off the bat, you have 2 deployed processes. SQL Server is going to run in one process on one server, and your Blazor application is going to run on a different server. You put it in Azure App Service, that's your website. You put it in Azure SQL, that's still 2 deployed things. And then, of course, a lot of applications crop up one or many offline jobs. Each of them are independently deployed processes. But if they're all a part of the same logical application architecturally, then they all go in the same Git repository. If you want to make them independent, okay, great. You're sprouting something off into another application and you're putting it in a different Git repository. So I just want to cover that.